Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Dogs will kick this deep to begin the game. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So NC State's offense begins this game backed up. That was not a good return. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Now, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
NC State comes to the line quickly. They look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the sack. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So Georgia's offense gets their first crack now. This wide receiver, Kirk, is so dynamic. It puts a lot of pressure on the corners, and frankly, the safeties are going to have to get involved in coverage today, right?
Yeah, the free safety's going to be tempted here to make plays, but this quarterback has a favorite target. He comes up with most of the 50-50 balls. Expect to see plenty of double coverage and help from this free safety today.
Here's the second down play. And now the running back's got it again. Tackle, but first down.
Well, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field.
That's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Try to do the same thing here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this 1st down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Might have to try the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to extend the play. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Wolfpack. It was a foot race and he won it. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. And right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Now the all-important extra point. Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Just trucks the man. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Breaks loose at the 40. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
This is a risky call by the offense. A lot of times you'll see these plays get blown up, but not here. The receiver turns on the jets and makes a big play downfield for a nice chunk of yards.
He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. NC State comes to the line quickly. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Grab down the middle. It's Freeman. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense going with the hurry up. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Gets rid of it on the move. Finds an open target on the left side. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass caught. The ball is loose. Defense has got the football.
Chris, I love how this defense is playing in the rain right now. No concern at all with the vertical shots downfield. They're attacking the offense, and here they get a turnover.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Quick throw over the middle. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. This time, a completion. Brought down at the 33, that's good enough to move the sticks.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. Got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. The quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space at the 10. And he steps out at the 2. So close to a pick 6. But a tremendous play. See if they can punch it in. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again.
Chris, he dropped the ball again. Now he gets it back, but that's the 2nd time we've seen the ball on the ground from this running back. Ball security is paramount. I mean, it's a deal breaker if you do not buy into it as a running back. His coach is not going to be happy that he's put the ball on the ground twice.
They've been stopped on 3rd down twice in the red zone already, and they find the end zone this time. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a stop by this defense here on 3rd down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation, and 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. He'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line to run the hurry up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
And it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of the running back. That's going to bring up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, the old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the sophomore making an impact play. For the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Receiver makes the grab. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. And you set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The short completion of the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. And just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. They're going to run it here. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Ben. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. NC State will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Fighting him off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
There's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Can he get there on the ground? Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Dogs look to keep this drive moving. And the quarterback keeps it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
And they get the completion. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That ball snagged for a completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here comes the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down very near the red zone now.
Boy, Chris, you got to overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now. Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lost the run out of bounds, close to the end zone.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they keep the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, I love this throwback approach by this offensive coordinator. 4th down and goal? What the heck? Get behind this offensive line. Trust that they're going to win that surge up front and give the ball to the back for the touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return will be brought down. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Tipped and then drops. Chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And here comes the punter onto the field. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. He's got it right near the end zone. Steps out of bounds after a huge gain on the play, but there's a flag down, so we'll have to check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play. It's a draw to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2. Third down coming up.
Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the Bulldogs will have to kick it away.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. They'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. NC State comes to the line quickly. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Well,